Welcome to Big Apple Mountain Tarot. I'm Mike Rusnak.
I'm Everest Hall. In this video, we're going to talk about the upcoming new moon in Scorpio on November 20th.
Yes, this is a new moon, scorpionic themes of regeneration and transformation, sex, death, rebirth. It is still the Samhain point, so this is Halloween season still, and it's the time of year that we deal with what scares us the most, right? And saying all that, I could say now, this is a new moon. It is not a full moon. The last full moon in Taurus, that was a doozy of a moon.
Yeah, that was a full moon. That was a culmination.
Yeah.
This is a new start. New moon, new energy.
And we're coming to you from the midst of a powerful solar storm. We saw the northern lights last night, right?
We sure did. They're beautiful.
They were visible as far south as Mexico and Florida. It's just incredible. And we're going to see more tonight, perhaps, and even into tomorrow, Friday.
Massive X-class solar flare hit Earth directly during this time in between the new moon and the full moon, Scorpio.
Yeah, and what do we do with all this new light, this new information? Well,
This illumination of the darkness.
We're here to help you process. It's about a deep dive into our emotions to process something into authentic living.
We are your personal X-class solar flares illuminating this dark time. But it's not all dramatic and doom and gloom as we assume Scorpio is. You can't make assumptions about Scorpio. There is an amazingly helpful water trine that's happening that is super supportive between the sun and the moon, Jupiter, Saturn, and Neptune.
Yeah, they're in Pisces, late degree. Jupiter is 25 degrees of Cancer, and the sun and the moon will be at 28 degrees of Scorpio. Mercury has gone retrograde and backed into Scorpio. So Mercury is very closely conjunct the sun. So we want to be sure that what we're looking at is actual, right?
Yes. There are a lot of retrogrades happening. This is totally retrograde season. If you take the retrograde and just keep the R and use like review,
rework,
retool,
right.
Just think of reevaluate, reassess. We're at a reassessment point towards the end of the year. This has been a snake year, which has been about regeneration and working quietly within the grass, looking for things that'll help you grow.
We're in the final few months of this Chinese year, snake year.
I know.
We're moving towards a fire horse year. Yeah, a lot more active, right?
a lot more action, a lot more spirited.
Yeah. Now, this processing point, this new moon in Scorpio, is about toxicity, right? But if not toxicity, then certainly it has to do with fear.
Yeah.
And Uranus is in Taurus, opposite this energy. So Uranus is in Taurus at 29 degrees Taurus and is close enough to Algol.
Yeah.
Right?
Algol, the demon star, representing Medusa's head. So if you can imagine Uranus as this electric pulse, kind of pulsing and vibrating, it's not very comfortable in Taurus. Taurians are not happy at all with Uranus in it. So, sorry. But there's sorry. Yeah. I can't control that. There is a pulsing, vibrating energy of electric information pulsing towards you that is adjacent to this demonic, quote unquote, dark star.
Energy to be beheaded.
Yeah.
Right?
So keep in mind Medusa kind of rattling her head, her serpents, trying to scare everyone. And just a little bit of country wisdom, which has to do with this. We did a lot of talking about this moon. One of the things I learned living out in the country from living in New York City for years and years is that when you see a big problem in your property or in your adjacent,
take care of it today.
You have to take care of it
tomorrow.
If you see a rattlesnake, on your property, in your path, next to your dog, next to your baby, you have to address the problem. And you also need to know the difference between a rattlesnake, a bull snake, and a little cute snub-nosed pig-faced snake. They're all kind of looking similar, but the rattlesnake is a real danger. If you don't
address it, you have to get really quick with it. You can't pause and think, well, what is the rattlesnake going to feel if I kill it? What will it do? You have to just act. And we're asking you to use that energy of Uranus right now, to use that energy for a little bit of mental decapitation so that you could act with courage.
Right. Act with courage.
Yeah, instead of physically retreating.
Right.
Right. Because Scorpio can be about sex.
Oh, yeah.
And sex can become an escape.
Sure can.
But right now is a time to use sex powerfully and confidently.
And this is not a time for masochistic actions. If you know there is a rattlesnake on your doorstep and you close the door to it and go back in your house and worry about it and worry about getting struck by this rattlesnake and dying, that's very masochistic. You've got to deal with the issue if you know about it right now.
Right then and there.
Right then and
Because something else happens tomorrow, then you can't get back to that snake. You can't find it.
You can't find the snake.
It's gone. The moment's gone.
And there's this worry and this masochistic torture that you set up in yourself about fear and responsibility and being accountable for your actions.
And this time of year is about worrying. Do I have enough food? Do I have enough fuel to make it through the winter? Will my insurance premiums skyrocket? Will I be able to afford Christmas presents? Will I be able to deal with the results from this MRI that I'm going to have? Will I be able to? And it's a lot of fear to gird ourselves in for just in case scenarios. Right.
And this is also personal, but it's happening on the world stage with Saturn and Neptune. There's a lot of
Pisces.
In Pisces.
It's about oil.
It's about oil, water.
Fuel and water, right?
Tehran is running out of water. There are maybe 2 weeks left of drinking water in Tehran. There is a humongous oil crisis happening in Russia. Why are these two things happening? I won't say anymore.
I won't blame the planets, but we're just saying.
I can't blame the planets, but, government has to take care of their citizens. If you can't figure out how to, have water for your citizens.
Back to the Grand Trine. In water.
Yeah.
This is indicating that it's time to look out for your own tribe, to look out for your emotional support system that you know is there for you.
Yeah.
And lean on them, because this is not an energy where you're supposed to go it alone. It's Scorpio, so it's supposed to be about others. So look for your friends, look for your family, look for those support systems, right?
Yeah.
Speak to them and listen to them too, and see if they're going through something similar.
Yeah.
Right.
So one of the wonderful things about Scorpio, we all have Scorpio people in our life. They're very social. They're very, very social. They're very engaged with people. There's a support system. There's an exchange of ideas and values. There's an exchange.
They could tend into obsession, right?
Yeah.
And drama and darkness and carrying on with old identities.
Yeah.
But it's not about carrying on with old identities.
Yeah.
It's about leaving that and doing something new, planting something new.
Yeah. The 20th century is surely dead, and we shall move forward with a whole new attitude.
And you know what? Nothing shows me so much that the 20th century is dead as this week the Supreme Court ruled that Kim Davis has no standing to revisit her marriage petition to overturn gay marriage. That's not going to happen.
Yeah, we're so thankful for her.
We're so thankful for her and for the court's decision, because nothing can show me that this is a new century like that.
Right.
It's like, we are finally seen as people. How nice. How nice it's not about mental illness this century.
It's not about mental illness this century. It's about other stuff. But gay men and women and different types of couples who have family and who have economic relationships with each other.
They're not threatening.
They're not threatening
other marriages.
No.
It may not feel like that to some, though. And of course, I'm thinking about, the far right and what they might be feeling at a time like this. This might be terrifying.
This might be really terrifying
to them. Well,
it might be.
Happy Halloween.
Happy Halloween.
And it's going to
be
Your
son is gay.
And it's going to be okay.
It's going to be fine. But it feels really scary. The world is really terrible. The news is really like an adrenaline trip. It's not just you. It's the whole world. Everybody on this planet is having the same influence, and it's how you deal with it and how you move forward.
Use that Uranian energy to decapitate yourself so you could move with confidence and courage. Yeah.
courage.
Try that and pick your own adventure and try to craft something for this moon, to do something differently, to deal with people differently in your family and your friends and your colleagues at work, right?
Your
Try
colleagues at
something.
work, try a different way, a different approach.
Yes.
I think
Try
also,
to not take the bait. Keep saying, where's the bait? Where am I not going to take the bait?
yeah, and Scorpio. So there's a lot of planets in Scorpio. Scorpio is super popular, but it's also super powerful.
popular.
It's super popular. It's super popular because it's really dramatic, and it's real. There's a lot of secrets involved with Scorpio. Scorpio on the body is everything that's covered with your underpants. And there's a lot of secrets happening in there. Mercury is retrograde. Venus is in Scorpio.
Venus is in Scorpio. Mercury's in Scorpio. The sun's in Scorpio. Jupiter's in Cancer. Uranus is in Taurus. And then Saturn, Neptune are in Pisces.
Right. So
Pluto's in Aquarius.
Mercury in Scorpio.
It's a lot of water. That's a lot of water. So it's a lot of emotions.
A lot of emotions, but it's also information. Mercury in Scorpio is information. It's in retrograde. Secrets are coming out. Things are being revealed. Perhaps somebody was up to something in Florida, and now we're knowing a little bit about what happened. You know, things are coming to light. Things are kind of coming up to the surface. It's like a well, and the putrescence, the filth rises up to the top, so you can skim it off.
Right.
And throw it out.
Where it belongs.
Where it belongs. In the rose bushes.
Yeah.
Oh boy, but big challenges equal big growth.
Feel the fear, but don't be crushed by it. All right.
No, work with it.
Yeah.
And if you
Work with it, play with it.
and it's like that snake. Going back to the rattlesnake just for another second. You know, the first time we encountered a rattlesnake in New Mexico, it was really traumatic. Our puppy got bit on the face and she blew up. I was convinced she was going to die because I don't know anything about rattlesnakes. I didn't have the heart or even the concept in my mind to kill a rattlesnake or kill an animal or kill a snake.
And we didn't see it happen.
And we didn't see it happen.
Realized that it happened. Had to bring the dog to the vet. We were convinced she was going to heaven.
Right, convinced.
And the vet said, "Oh, this is like the 15th one today. Don't worry about it. Oh, how cute. Let's take pictures. Hey, girls, look at this girl. Look at this puppy's
She's all
face.
puffed up. She's all
puffed
puffed up. Sweet." And I was having a different reaction to the moment because I was terrified. And then the next time I encountered a rattlesnake, I was freaking out. I was totally terrified by the first experience. I dispatched that rattlesnake, which made me feel really sad and very upset about the poor snake. But as I encountered the snake, this trauma, this danger over and over again,
You got quicker and quicker.
I got
And then you dispatch it quicker. You know? And you say, "Come back as a baby." Whack. And you kill it.
and
that's it.
now there's a baby on Earth who's very sweet, and everybody loves that baby.
That baby will be president one day.
One day, that
day,
baby
maybe.
will be president of the United States of America, and her name will be Alice. Okay. There we go. Okay, so let's...
So we're going to go around to each side. We're going to pull a card as we usually do.
Yep.
We'll speak about the position that this moon falls in for each sign, right? And we'll start with Aries. I'm just going to give this a quick shuffle
So
here.
for Aries, Aries rising, Aries moon, this is going to be in your 8th house. The 8th house is ruled by Scorpio. This has to do with regeneration, other people's money, breakthroughs.
It's intimacy and it's vulnerability for you. It's about strengthening yourself through other people. The energy is real and raw. It's about the endings and the beginnings of money, inheritances, returns through your spouse.
It's about making love, not pornography. It's vulnerability. It's deep intimacy. It's fear of intimacy. And,
You got the 5 of Wands. Now, this doesn't have to be war. It looks like a cacophony, but this could very well be play. It's just how you take it in, what you believe it is, right?
Right.
This looks like too many cooks in the kitchen, though, to me, right?
It does look like too many cooks in the kitchen. These are a lot of passions, a lot of plans, a lot of actions, a lot of growth, that isn't really getting anywhere. It's a circular argument. Fives have to do with the Hierophant, which is about kind of tried and true
traditions.
Maybe Aries, you have too many partners. Maybe you're involved with too many people. Maybe things have been stirred up for a while and you need to kind of simplify things. There's a level of accountability with this moon.
It's like listening to your intuition.
Yeah, it's kind of like what have you done to create this sort of chaotic roundabout? Nobody's getting anywhere.
Yeah, round robin.
Little round robin. What can you do to stop the motion and have everybody kind of
take a break and let the dust settle? Maybe
recess.
Go on retreat. Everything is in retrograde. There's 5 planets in retrograde. Yeah. It's a lot of review. Maybe get quiet, retreat a little bit, and just think.
Yeah, and this just could be, these are wands, they're not swords, but these could be the thoughts, the plans in your head. The plans, all the plans.
What's everyone going to think if I do this? Yeah. Will they understand?
Everybody will understand. Just everyone put their sticks down.
Be intimate. Use your courage to be intimate. All right, Taurus and Taurus rising, this energy is in your 7th house, so it's about relationships,
Sure is.
Love, validation,
law,
understanding what self-love is. Yes, law,
karma.
Love is either there or it's not. And maybe that's something you're starting to understand right now. Like, I don't have to work so hard to get this other person to understand me, to see me. Love should not be that much work.
Are you chasing somebody?
You get the Page of Cups, right? So this is an emotional message, maybe unwanted emotional message, but super necessary. It's not a bad thing.
No, there's no good or bad.
There's no bad.
No, there's no good or bad.
And in Scorpio, as dark as it can be, there's the potential of that much lightning to happen.
Right.
Through your own healing.
They're equal. Yeah. They're equal. Yeah. So the Page of Cups, it's a youthful energy. It's a new energy. It's a message. It's an emotional message. It's sometimes called the stinky fish. It's a surprise. And this fellow has a blue turban on. The thoughts are about the waters. The thoughts are about our connections with each other. How are we connected? Some surprise, youthful message regarding law, legal relationships, and how we do things. There's something a little off going on here.
Maybe not everything is as I imagine it, and that's okay.
Yeah.
That's beautiful mystery that we could work with in our life. For Gemini and Gemini rising, your position is the 6th house. So this moon is in your 6th house position, representing your lifestyle, your health. And pets. This is about pets too.
Pets, people that work for you, employees.
Your routine, and there's a breakthrough. There's a lot of support with Jupiter in your 2nd house position.
Yeah.
Trining to Saturn and Neptune in your 10th house. So this is some message coming through your work too.
Right.
And you get the Ace of Cups.
Got it.
Too. Yeah. Toast to your health.
A toast to your health.
Maybe this is a sudden understanding that what you worry about is truly affecting your gut. Believe it or not.
Yeah.
It's not just your biome, but it's your emotions too.
So the Ace of Cups. All right. So the cups, water, emotions, but it's not just emotions. It's like the Holy Grail. This is like the cup that holds your soul. There's something that's happening here about your soul and how it's connected with other people, about the waters and the kind of the superfluid that we all kind of swim around in. This is the plasma, the miasma. This is like the real big kind of mystic energy here, and it has to do with your day-to-day lifestyle and the people that work for you, and kind of overflowing of emotions.
To keep your work environment running like a well-oiled machine.
Yeah.
Everyone emotionally centered.
Centered and emotionally kind of level.
Yeah. So that you could feel that symbiosis. You feel, everyone has a part in this machine.
Everyone has a part. Everyone's a part of it. We're all connected. And, this is easy for Gemini to talk to people like they're equals. because we're all brothers on Earth and sisters, and Gemini kind of understands that because it's astute politics, but all kind of raising to the same level, and your lifestyle and your day-to-day and everything's kind of getting up to peak.
I got the giggles now.
I know, I got the giggles. I know.
Cancer and Cancer rising. This energy is in your 5th house. For you, it's a bit easier.
Yeah.
Now, this is the house of love and children. Jupiter is in Cancer. Right? Expanding your empathy, trining to Saturn and Neptune in your 9th house. So it's about your faith as well. You, Cancer, get the moon.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Quite at home.
Okay. Wow.
You.
I wasn't expecting that. The moon is a planet of Cancer. If we imagine the beach at night in twilight, the little crabs coming out, the little crustaceans coming out.
Is that a rattlesnake or a bull snake?
Is it a bull snake or a rattlesnake? I don't know. I'm eating this. I'm eating this algae. The crab knows intuitively what its soft little squishy body needs. It doesn't have bones. It has a little shell over it. It protects itself because it's so sensitive, and it's intentionally eating the things that are good for it. In the 5th house, this is love. This is a love of creation. This is love of children.
Are you able to be childlike and playful and creative and romantic? Can you do that?
Yeah.
Can you do that?
If you're a crab and you're eating poison, you're not going to be live very long. The poison that we ingest, the poison that we take into our little squishy parts of our body and our mind and our soul, has an effect on you.
Let yourself play as if play itself is food.
Now,
right?
I just want to say one thing about
what?
One more thing. So there's a lot of binary here. There are these 2 pillars. There's the wolf and there is the dog. There's this idea of
either one or the other.
Of being aware of binary actions. The domestic dog is loyal. The wolf is related, but it's not a friend. So there's this idea of false friendships and things being kind of clouded. So just be aware of the information that we take in and how we treat each other in this
how we
idea
turn
of
it
love.
over. How we turn it over.
How we turn it over.
Spill it back out.
And how to make art out of everything.
Very good. Leo and Leo rising, this energy is in your 4th house. So for us Leos, this is about emotional patterns, ancestral patterns, DNA coding. And if you could face your old fears, then you dissolve it. Jupiter is in your 12th house, so this may be about hidden spots, blind spots, addictions perhaps. Maybe you're overdoing it with smoking, with drinking. Trining to Saturn and Neptune in your 8th house. So that's again about transformation, regeneration. Ace of Swords.
Wow.
This idea that's piercing your head. Like, maybe I don't need to believe this about my family, about my ancestral ties. Maybe that's not even important.
Right.
And who I am is a product of the here and the now, and it's nothing to do with that. Maybe I could put down some old superstitions that I've carried about, oh my God, familial insanity and that kind of chemical imbalance stuff, right?
A seed. Yeah. The sword is a thought. It's a new thought. It's a pure thought. This is a sword of truth. It's piercing the crown. There's an idea.
It's my emotional safe space, though. Right? My shell.
And this has to do with the 4th house, which is about your core, your core identity, your actual physical home, but how you nurture yourself, how you care for yourself. This isn't
how
about...
you surround yourself, how clean you keep your environment, how you decorate it. You know, everything is involved here.
And it's not being on the stage. It's not the theatrical stage, but this is the actor before he goes on stage. Who is he or she, and how do they create that emotional space? How does Liz Taylor do that? How does Shelley Duvall do that?
Julie Harris.
How the hell does Julie Harris do that? How do you do that?
How do you become that?
It's your core. It's your core center. It's not the stage.
Unchanging.
It's not the stage. It's the core.
Yeah. For Virgo rising, this energy is in your third house position. So this is about, messages coming through really swiftly. It's a wake-up call for you to stand in your power. New information. You get justice.
Wow.
All right. Jupiter is in your 11th house of friendship. So that's expanding your friends circles that are more important to you, probably around the holidays.
Yep.
You're going to start getting more social with them. Saturn is in your 7th house of relationships. So there may be this bit of information about relationships that you have to address.
Right. Justice is the seventh house. This is Libra. This is karma. Of course, this is law. This is law, but this is like karma law. This is like you getting out what you put back in. If you neglect your siblings, if you neglect your neighborhood, if you
or your spouse, your partner,
if you throw trash out your window, what's going to happen to your neighborhood? You know, there's this, again...
Well, that's one bent Virgo.
That's one bent Virgo. I know, it's really disturbed. But, you know, like we're saying here, it's like, there's like an accountability. Do your neighbors hate you because you throw trash out your window?
Or are you a goody-goody and they hate you for that?
Or do you hate your neighbors because they throw trash out their window?
Right.
There's like this balancing here of this space on the third
deciding
house.
What is your battle, what is not your battle.
This also has to do with communications.
Yeah.
So like how we speak. The information that's coming into us, perhaps there's a crazy bit of information that arrives to you, which creates this placement of justice, where all of a sudden things are like, oh, wait, oh, it's like that. Things are like have all of a sudden kind of balanced, and how did that happen? Like, oh, you know, there's
like it was balanced without even trying.
Because we're still in Scorpio season. Yeah. Scorpio's super dramatic. Scorpio's super dramatic. Maybe there is a legal action that's being brought upon you, and it takes you by surprise. Good.
Okay, Libra rising. This energy is in your second house. So this is about your worthiness, your self-worth, your confidence, finding perhaps a new income stream, using your talent.
Yeah.
Jupiter's in your 10th house, trining Saturn in your 6th house. So that is, once again, about Saturn in 6th could be about health.
Right. So the values, health.
Am I good enough for this?
Yeah.
Do I deserve this? Can I enjoy myself? Can I enjoy the deliciousness of life? You get the Queen of Cups.
Wow.
Right? Yeah.
All right. Now, it might seem like this is like a now or never time, that there's a certain amount of strategy that is needed. We have the Queen of Cups. She's very mysterious. She is sitting on the seashore. She's got her cup covered. She's in
This
control.
queen does not need to prove a thing.
No.
You know? She's just there. She's just it.
Yeah, this is
She's
not
fantastic. She's not working to do anything.
This isn't an action
No.
card. This is has a lot to do with patience and being reserved and waiting your time. You know, it's kind of like the tide comes in, the tide comes out. These are flows and natural cycles.
You're letting the emotions work on you undercover. You're not broadcasting anything. So there's a lot of work going on.
Yeah.
Right? In dark.
In the darkness, undercover, keep a lid on it. Whatever you're working on for the time being, keep a lid on it. There's a new emotional energy coming through that we need to be quiet about and let it gestate. This almost has a little bit to do with like a pregnancy. You know, the queens they're women. So you can imagine the cup is the womb, the cup is the soul, a pregnancy, a gestation of your soul. And a balancing, as always, and a balancing.
Okay. Scorpio rising. This is for you.
This whole introduction
It's all for you.
Just for you.
Venus and Mercury are in your sign. So it's about love and values and information and money.
Yeah.
Uranus is in your 7th house. So this may be disruptive with your relationships.
Big, important information's coming through about your relationship.
It's time for you to take your power back or else flee the scene. But if you flee the scene, remember, it's going to be harder to get back to where you were right now. Don't take things personally, right?
It's hard not to take it personally. Don't take it personally because
Don't
it's just
take it
weather.
personally. It is just weather.
It's just weather. I'm so
And
sorry.
a couple weeks from now, you'll look back and go, "Well, I needed to feel this.
I needed
right
to
now."
feel that was a very important
It was
piece of
helpful.
information.
And
Okay.
it's nothing to be afraid of.
No.
It is just weather. Swords are thoughts. Yeah.
They are on the wind. They are thoughts on the wind.
And none of the swords are great.
No, all the
Cards
swords
to get
are...
there all kind of, really?
If you think a sword card is good, you can comment on the comments below and let us know which one you think is good. We kind of feel like they're all kind of difficult to deal with. The number 3 is dealing with the Empress. This has to do with growth. So we have a growing, swelling of these ideas that are piercing the heart.
Jupiter is in your 9th house position, so that's expanding some new idea about faith.
Belief systems.
Faith, beliefs, teaching, higher education.
And
that's trining to Saturn and Neptune in your 5th house position. So that's about, again, creation, fun, love, joy, childhood expression.
Children.
Yeah.
Maybe
that's a little tricky with Saturn there.
Maybe there's some information coming through about your child, which is really a heartbreak. But we have to know these things. It's, this is a tough card, but it's Scorpio season. You guys are pros at all this stuff. It's okay.
You will rise like the phoenix that you are. You are just fine.
You're fine.
This is nothing.
You're fine. It's just weather.
This will last a few days. And it's a new moon. It's not a full moon.
Yes. Yeah. It's a new moon. This is an opportunity to release the pain and know that it's weather and be like,
And put it on the pyre.
Put it on the pyre.
Put it on the pyre. Sagittarius and Sag rising. This energy is in your 12th house position. So it's very watery.
Yeah.
And it's about releasing. And Mercury and Venus are in your 12th house position because they're in Scorpio. Mars is in your house. So this is about old karma and connections with other people that you're releasing. Maybe it's time to have a good cry.
Yeah. Maybe a blind spot has been revealed to you that you weren't aware of. Perhaps it's a great time to detoxify your body, get sober. We might be...
12th house is addictions and medicines and stuff. Yeah. Maybe it's time to cleanse.
We might be really charming and lovely and a great time to hang out with. But all those dinner parties and all of those board meetings and bar evenings have gotten us a little sick, and we've discovered something about ourselves.
This energy is trining to Jupiter in the 8th house. For you, so that's psychology,
right?
And trining to Saturn, Neptune in the 4th house, so that's your emotional strength, and this is the 4th house.
I love this.
Right? It's just about that balance.
The balance.
Work and home.
Yeah, and things are on the move. The Chariot's on the move. You can kind of do this. You know about action and distance and travel and believing in the destination. So we have this Chariot, celestial Chariot. And it has 2 opposing forces that are driving it forward. We've got to balance it out. We got to balance...
Lighten the darks and darken the lights.
We got to lighten the darks and darken the lights.
Wet the dries and dry the wets.
Yeah, exactly. It's about balancing. A psychological blind spot is being revealed to you that is helping you balance your Chariot so you can drive forward and we can all follow you to your destination, because surely it is an absolutely wonderful place.
Yeah, and there's echoes, of course, your emotional center and how you grew up with your siblings, and are the people at work like your siblings? It's a lot like that. For you. Sag. Capricorn and Capricorn rising. This energy is in your 11th house of friends and associates.
Networks.
Right?
Goals.
Jupiter is in your 7th house, and that's trining to Saturn and Neptune in your 3rd house. So this is about siblings and friends, and you get the 6 of Cups, and that's about nostalgia.
Yeah.
And remembering things sweeter than they were, right? And the danger in that, in always looking back at your
The
childhood
sweet
vacations,
times.
the sweet things used to be better. They used to be easier. They used to be sweeter,
Yeah,
and they will
modernism.
one day. They will one day again.
Hans Hoffman. It's forget about the Hans Hoffman. But okay, so the nostalgia, the trappings of nostalgia, the trappings of this idea that's fixed in time. I'm going to tell you something that's true. Today, we have more information than we did 50 years ago, than we did 10 years ago, than we did 5 years ago. You can't fix an idea, you can't fix human nature and human consciousness and human evolution in one particular time. It's moving forward. And if we think that a previous time is better, we're discounting our potential of the future and our future work. Get your goals in order. Get all your friends in order. Be
your
futuristic.
friends, organize them. Decide, do I need to clean house in a way? Do I need to let some friends go? Are these friends not working for me? Does this friend remind me of my abusive sibling? And what's that about? And why are they around? And why am I doing this? Why am I keeping them around and close to me?
Yeah, the 11th house it's a very futuristic, very positive house. And I'm going to go off a little tangent here.
Think about all those friends you haven't met yet.
All the ones you haven't met yet. There's this idea about Atlantis. And that Atlantis was this great culture that has sunk beneath the sea and will never get to that placement again because the human mind has been corrupted and is in this state of degradation. That's not true. We are evolving forward, and as the future evolves, we have more information, and things are better as we get older and time moves forward. And looking back on ancient Greece, or this idea of like Rome or Hans Hoffman and this modernist ideal, I know it's stuck in my head. I'm so mad at him.
The grass is greener.
It sure is. I don't know why I've got him stuck in my tooth, but I sure do. But it's getting better, and keep the network of your friends in a very futuristic, positive, forward motion.
Thinking possibilities.
Bingo.
Thinking potential.
Potentials.
Right? Yeah. All right. Capricorn. Aquarius. An Aquarius rising. This energy is in your 10th house. It's about your career and breakthroughs. Fear about opportunity. All right.
That's common.
You get the 5 of Cups. All right. Fear with opportunity. Jupiter is in your 6th house position, maybe urging you to work out.
Yeah.
To find new work routines, to think about your routine as something you hang on that anchors your day, every day, day in, day out. Trining to Saturn and Neptune in your 2nd house. So Saturn, Neptune in your 2nd house, a little nebulous about.
We have a disintegration of values. We have a disintegration of our structures, a dissolving of our money, anxious times. Seriously, work out, get a routine to get yourself through here.
Find your gratitude. Remember your gratitude. Remember to hold on to the victories that you felt at the beginning of the week and not to say, okay, that's done now. What can I worry about next? Because there's always something more to worry about, right?
So we have 3 cups that are spilt. The 3 of Cups are those maidens that are dancing and kind of celebrating, and they're having a great time. So this is like a support system. This figure in black is mourning the death of that support system.
This figure doesn't see Supreme Court ruled for gay marriage right there. Look, there's that one.
There is like a one-on-one intimate. This is Scorpio season again. There's an intimacy. There's a vulnerability within the 2 of Cups, within the love, within the 2 become one, which isn't the party of the 3 of Cups. It's intimate. That's harder. That's kind of hard to do. It's scary for an Aquarius. It's scary to be intimate and vulnerable and to cry. I know it's scary. It's scary, but
lean into the fear.
Lean into the fear. You got to kill the snake. You got to know which is the rattlesnake and which is the bull snake, and dispatch it quickly. Turn around and face it.
turn around. And then, last but not least, Pisces and Pisces rising. This energy is in your 9th house. How lovely for you, because it's about your beliefs.
Yeah.
Right? And this energy is trining this new moon. Uranus is in Taurus, sextiling you. So a little bit of surprise fuel for you in your beliefs. Maybe you're coming around to this idea that you never thought you would consider, right? Jupiter is in your 5th house, expanding your sense of play, and that's trining to Saturn, Neptune in your sign.
Yeah.
So it's about studies and hobbies,
Oh,
right? You get
cool.
the Page of Wands. So this is a new passion, right?
Also, it's a new study, but also mental breakthroughs, mental health breakthroughs.
Maybe you're going back to school. Maybe that's scary to go back to school, higher education.
Or perhaps you are teaching. You are speaking. This is a youthful energy. This is young. This is kind of like a school energy. Young. You got your stage. You got your wand. It's like a microphone. You're in debate class. You got to kind of bring yourself up to this confidence level where your information you can trust to say. It's kind of terrifying. Like what we do right now is kind of terrifying, to be able to state something that you believe is true and to hang on and then to publish it and put it out there.
And to not think about it as you're
saying
to just
edit
try to let it be. Let it be the product that it is, and that's it.
And it's like, what did I do?
Like I could have said this A, B, C, D. I could have. There's always another time.
Coulda, shoulda, woulda.
And we're gonna say one more time with this Scorpio moon, engage with the fear, play with it. Do not hold on to it for too long. Put it down for a while. Take breaks from it. I guarantee you it will be there when you pick it up again.
Oh yeah, it'll be waiting. It'll be waiting for you.
Yeah.
And look around you. Look at what's happening in the world with everybody else. As dark as it is for us individually, we're all sharing this earth together.
Yeah. If you're watching us, then you have electricity. Congratulations.
Congratulations. You're doing better than most.
Yeah.
So
with that,
it was a little long. We love you.
We love you very much. If you like this video, show us. Hit like, subscribe. We're on Patreon. We're on Buy Me a Coffee.
Links below. If you want a reading from us, reach out. And please give us some comments. I would love to hear what everyone has to say.
Love you.
Thank you. We love you. Bye-bye.